Right. Okay. I should have made it an open call. Uh, are you talking, Murugan?
No, no, I'm muted myself.
Okay. 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 Right. Okay. Okay. Then let's get started. So, Murugan, you're recording? Okay. Right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the live session on the free webinar. Like today, the scenario-based Splunk admin interview questions, part two. So today we are going to discuss the search at cluster scenarios. Last class we saw the indexer cluster scenarios, right? So I hope you guys are fine with it. And if you have any doubts, please do let us know, or else we can start with the search at cluster scenarios today.
Some people were asking about multi-site clustering. So
Yeah.
actually, multi-site clustering, yeah, that is a big concept. It is there in the future actually. At this point of time, we are focusing on the cluster environment. So once we familiar with the multi-site clustering, we will go with, I mean, single site, then we'll go for multi-site.
Okay. Right. Okay, then if there is no other questions, I'll get started with the topic for the day. So yes, so as I was saying, so today we are going to talk about the search at cluster scenarios, where we are going to discuss what happens when the deployer goes down, what happens when one of the search hits and two and all the search hits. If it goes down, what is going to happen? That's what we are going to discuss. So let's start with the demo and then let's go with the flow. So I'll start with the deployer. So what is a deployer and what happens if your deployer goes down in your environment? Can anyone tell me?
Nothing will happen. It's just
True.
only admin will suffer. So the other components will not will work as well for, as there is no dependency on that.
That's correct. So when your deployer is only used to distribute the apps to your searches, right? To the searched cluster. So if it goes down, as Morgan said, it is admin who is going to push the apps, right? At the end, only it's his headache, right? He won't be able to push any new apps or any apps to your searched cluster. He has to bring it up and then he has to distribute the apps to your searched cluster, right? That is the only thing. Other than that, there is not going to be any major dependency on the deployer, as it is one of the standalone component, right? So we don't have much dependency with the search cluster.
And there is
Okay.
another point
Yeah.
also, like if the searches, if you have three searches which are running, if it is continuously running, there is no problem. If there is any new searched is getting added, so that time the new searched will not be able to get the latest configuration from the deployer, because from the deployer is the place the new searched will go and get the configuration. But as it doesn't have the deployer, the new searched, but existing searches won't have any problem, so they will function it as it is.
Okay. Okay then. Let's start with the second scenario. As a deployer, we are not even going to get any visual messages on your search cluster as well. We can only see the deployer is down if we try to log in on your deployer and in the monitoring console, right? That's the only two places you will be able to see if your deployer goes down, right? So now let's proceed with the main concepts, like with the searches, right? So what happens when one of your search it goes down? In your for example, today I have taken a three node search cluster. Okay, in that one is captain and the other two is acting as a member. So now let's say one of the members in the search cluster, if it goes down, what is going to happen?
I mean,
Can
just to
anyone?
confirm, you're sharing your AWS screen, right?
Yes, yes,
Okay,
that's
okay,
correct.
fine.
I didn't started anything. Yeah. No answers. Okay.
Um, am I
Let's.
audible? Right.
Yes, yes, Manikandan. Yeah.
So,
So what
so
happened?
in this scenario, let's say we have three members in the cluster, and
Right.
if one member goes down,
Hmm.
so to run a healthy cluster, we need at least three members in the cluster. But if one goes down, then definitely there will not be any successful captain will be available in the cluster,
Hmm.
and so the cluster is not stable,
You're right. You're
and
right. Mhm.
the replication of knowledge objects will be affected. So that's one scenario we faced while
Yes.
working.
You're right, Mankanan. So when we are talking about three node searched cluster, right? If one goes down, right, we will have only two nodes. There is something called captain election, right? When one searched goes down, if it is an acting as a captain, right, the searches within itself, it will elect a captain, right? The captain will keep track of coordinating all the job scheduling and then all the replication activities, right? If that captain is not available, the searches will try to elect one of its members as a captain. Okay, but in our case, we don't even have a lot of searches, right? We will have two searches remaining. Each will be competing for the searches, as a captain position, right? So what happens at that time? Can anyone give it a try? Okay, let's see that in action, what is going to happen, right? So whether it is going to take an whether it is going to determine any captain or not. Okay, if you guys want to give it an answer, you can give it before itself, right? Anyways, I'm going to implement the same scenario here. So I log into one of my searches, and we'll see which searcher is acting as a captain first of all. So this is one of the searches, and here I'm going to search it clustering. Here we can see searched 3 is acting as a captain. Okay, and then we have a searched 2 and searched 1. We have two members. Now I'm going to bring down one of my member. Okay, I'll bring down searched 1. Okay, uh, yes, I'll bring down searched 2. Okay, we have already logged into the searched 1, right? I'll bring down the other member, which is a searched 2. Where is searched 2? Yeah, I'm going to stop this instance. Okay, it is stopping. Now let's wait for it. What is happening here? You see, it is shutting down. This is a member component, right? So that's the reason we didn't get any issues here. What happens if the captain goes down? That one searcher which is going down, what happens if it is captain? The same question what I was asking. Murugan, are you talking?
Yeah, that is where the scenario what Manikandan said happened. Like if the captain goes down, it will try to elect it, yeah, but as there is no majority, it won't work actually. But in this
Exactly.
scenario, captain is still available.
Right. So there won't be any issues, right? So the only the member, whatever is there, it won't be we won't be able to reach that member. Other than that, all the configurations, the knowledge bundle and the search artifacts, everything will be split between your will be equally available in your other searches without any issues. Okay, right, it is still shutting down. So other than this searched clustering, where can I see that one of my searched is down, right? You can log into any one of your searches, and in the messages, you will be able to see actually it is still shutting down, right? So that's the reason you are not able to. Members overview. You see one of the searched cluster members are down. You can see here. And then the other place you can see is indexer cluster. Okay, in the indexer cluster, cluster manager, you can log into your cluster manager, and in the UI you will be able to see, right? So here you can go to the indexer clustering dashboard, and you can navigate to your search it tab. You see the search it to is down. Here this is one place where you can see, and the other place is obviously monitoring console. Yes, so let's see there as well. So here I have co-located the deployment server, deployer, monitoring console, everything in one. So that's the reason I'm logging into management server here. You can go to monitoring console, and then you can click on your instances. Yeah, you in the overview as well, you are able to see, right? Yeah, you see the search it to, it is unreachable, right? So these two places in the indexer cluster manager and the monitoring console, admin, as an admin, we will be able to see if your users are logging into your search it, right? They will be able to see that one of your search it is down if they see this message, right? Any doubts on this? Ah, yeah, you got the message here as well. Once it is fully down, you got the message here as well. These are the two places within the search it itself. Other search it, you will be able to see which search it is down. Any doubts here? Okay, great. Now let's bring down the other member as well. Okay, that is search it one.
No, Ramni, like,
Yeah.
let's try to run the search and show it if it is
Ah,
working. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, sure. Okay, so now let me log into this. Sorry, let me go to the search and reporting app. It should be all time. Yes. You see, we'll be able to see the searches without any issues. Okay. So in all the searches, you will be able to see the data, whatever got indexed without any issues. Okay. Right. Anything like any doubts apart from this? Right. And one more question. So what is a search artifact? Can anyone give me an answer for it? Last time we were keeping on talking about bucket fixing, and we didn't ask you guys whether you know what is bucket fixing, right? So, what is a search artifact and the knowledge bundle replication we were talking, right? So, what are those terms referring to? Okay, no one wants to talk. Okay, right. Search artifact. Okay. Metadata of the search stored on the SH against a user action. Right. That's correct. It is the metadata information of your search results, whatever the search you ran. That's correct. That is the search artifact, right? Other than that, we will also have some runtime configurations, which is configured by the users, right? So that is the knowledge of bundle replication we were talking about. So those configurations like lookups or anything you're creating in your search it, that will also be replicated on the other searches as well, right? Now, uh, I hope the first scenario is clear. Any doubts? Okay, right. Then let's proceed with the second scenario where I'll bring down the other searched as well member. I'll bring down the other searched member, that is searched one. Right. Now let's go here and this is the searched one, right? It should be down by now. Yeah, it is down. Now let's log into the only searcher which is available, that is searched 3. Yeah, here as well you will be able to see that one node which is down, right? You will be able to see here. Now let's go to the searched clustering dashboard here. Yeah, you see one searcher is down, the other one is also shutting down, right? Once it is fully down, you will be able to see the messages here. You see the cluster status is getting updated. It's not ready. Will it be up or no?
$1 billion question.
Yes. Right. Okay. Let's come back to that. Okay. Let's check here in the other components. So here you see search at 1 and 2 is down, correct? So in the cluster manager, we'll be able to see that. Okay, let me refresh it. Yes. And in the monitoring console, in the instances, yeah, search at 1 and 2 is unreachable, right? Now let's go here. It's still not ready. There is no problem, right? Now, only captain is there, right? It should work, correct? Why it is still showing the status of search at cluster is not ready?
Yeah, captain is there, but the search clustering service is not going to work. So captain will be sitting and it will be doing, I'm here, but I don't have my team members. Everyone left. So that is how it feels here. So captain is there, but search clustering is not there because only
Mm,
one component. So clustering cannot be enabled. So that is why it's saying clustering service is not ready.
right. So now, okay, clustering service is not ready. So others, will it work? Like, will you be able to run the searches here?
Should be.
Yes. Divyanshu, no? Okay. Let's give it a try. Okay. We got two different answers, right? Let's give it a try. Okay. Now I'll go to the search and reporting app. I'll try to search the same search which I ran in the other search. This is equal to main and source type. I'll go for the system. All time. What happened? We got the data, right? We will get the data, right? The users will be able to search, but the other actions will not happen. Like Morgan said, the search at clustering services, as there is no cluster now, it won't work, right? Any doubts here? So whatever the actions you are storing, whatever the searches you have run, the search artifacts, the knowledge bundle, everything will be here. Even if it was did in the some other numbers, right? It will be available in the search at one, the captain as well. Okay. Now, we were talking only about the members, right? What happens? The captain was down. This is the captain, so there was no issue till now. What will happen? As I said, we won't be able to conduct the election if we have only two searches, right? At that time, what we should do?
Manually, we have to make it captain.
Exactly. So we have to configure the static captain, right? So whatever, if the Splunk is doing it, electing the captain by itself, it's called the dynamic captain, right? It will be working perfectly. But if there is no majority of searches in your cluster, and in that case, we have to go for, static captain. Okay. Is that clear? Any doubts? Okay. Right. Great. So now let's bring down the other searcher as well. The last one, right? So what happens now?
The entire thing is gone.
Everything, the entire cluster searched is down. So the users will not be able to log in or search for any data, right? You see, this is also gone. And now if we go to the monitoring console and if we refresh it, we should be able to see. It is still shutting. Okay, I think it is resources are very low, guys, so it is taking some time. Yeah, all the search hits are down, right? So users won't be able to see anything. As admin, we can come and check in the monitoring console and in the cluster manager. That those are the two places where we will be able to check the all the search hits are down. Yeah. Any doubts so far?
Now, if we bring everything up, the election will happen automatically.
Yes. Yes. It will
That
start. happening.
Yeah.
Now let's bring it up. Okay, let me start from the one which we stopped first.
I think you started only two.
Yeah, yeah. That one was still stopping. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. But don't do this in your production environments, people.
Yeah.
So do it in your development. I mean, if you are the admin, you are the one who is managing. During deployments, you can give it a try. But if you have a KV store and all, stopping all searches is a biggest issue.
Right. So now let me try to log in, and then let's check which server is acting as which searcher is acting as a captain now, which was elected, or if that election happened or not. We have to check that, right? Let's check it. Okay. The other members are still coming up. Let's wait for a few. Okay. Till then, if you guys have any questions, yeah, please ask us. When it is saying the status of the, yeah, okay. We have a question. Can we consider a scenario where first member down was searched captain and ignore if this has been covered? And yeah, okay, okay, right. This was not covered. Let's give it a try. Okay, let's see what will happen once everything comes up. Let's see. Okay, right. The searched cluster is ready. Right now, the searched tree is acting as a captain. Like Dibyanshu suggested, let's bring down the captain first of all, and then let's see what is happening. So what will happen? We discussed this already, but again, right. So ideally, like when we were talking, we said we will have only two searches remaining. So the captain election won't be triggered dynamically, right? Now let's see what is the output, like what it is showing.
So yeah, clustering service is not ready.
Yeah, it won't be ready. It will be like this only. Yeah, so this will keep on happening because as we said, it can't elect the captain between two searches, right? If this is the case, you have to go ahead and you have to set the static captain. Okay, and then this same scenario, can we put one down, the other one more member? Yeah, sure. So let's bring down the search it one. Which one did I log in? Okay, it was search it too. So let me try to log in here. Okay, so this one I should bring it down. Sorry. What did I do? Did I turn it off everything? Yes, I did. Sorry. I was admitting here and I was doing the same thing.
turned it on.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Search it one is down, and then search it two is running. Yeah. Okay, it is correct. So this is the one which went down now. Yes. So now, yeah, search it one. Yeah. Search it two is made as a captain. How?
Hi, Ramya. You can hear me?
Yes. Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So was it a question or
Question.
Yes, yes, it is a question.
okay? I believe there are like couple of configuration what we keep in search head clustering, and
Mm-hmm.
that what made it. I mean, the runtime that what it look in the background. So if out of that two, if one of with the highest uptime, it'll gonna like help to elect it as a captain. That
That's
what
correct.
helped. Yeah.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. Thanks for considering this,
No
Ramya.
No,
problem.
no problem at all. Okay. Yeah. So here, this is what is going to happen, right? We'll have only one member. So finally, it won't be showing any status, right? Okay. We have covered most of the scenarios with this. Any doubts, guys?
Yeah, hi, this is Shiva. So,
Yes.
in the real time, do we get this kind of scenarios where all the search members goes down?
Yeah, when you specifically do the upgrade, right? If the upgrade is not successful, when you do the rolling restart or something, or sometimes when you deploy some wrong configurations, sir, all searches will go down. So that time you need to what is that, like roll back, so that your configurations will be like properly thing. And this happens a lot if you deploy a wrong some configurations with the error and the rolling update, all these things.
So, as you said, that is part of upgradation.
Yes, yes.
Generally, we do the upgradation during non-peak hours.
Correct.
So, if it happens, if it happens during the business hours, is it going to impact the business?
Correct. That is where you announce it to your customers, right? Hey, we are doing upgrade. There might be a service interruption. It will impact their business.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Thank
So
Okay.
this one will happen in your maintenance window, because that is where you will be restarting and deploying. So if this breaks, that is expected, because people also will be made aware. So yeah. But when it happens, don't panic. So all these things will happen. That's what it is. Okay, I
Okay
think
then.
no further
Yeah, it's
questions.
already time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So that's all for
Hey,
today. Yeah. Yes, Nishant.
thanks, Ramana. Thanks, Munda.
Thank you. Thank you, Nishant. Yeah. Thanks everyone for joining. So next week we'll have different scenarios, right? So today we have seen search cluster scenarios. Please try to implement in your servers, like development servers. And then if you have any doubts, please bring it in the next session. We'll discuss, and then let's proceed with the new scenarios, right?
Yeah,
Okay
thank you.
then. Yeah. Thanks
Bye.
everyone. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Have a great
Thank you.
weekend. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.